Hey guys, it's Carl Brown from guitarlessons365.com. We have a challenge today. We're going to do the piano solo to Sweet Home Alabama. This is the piano solo that kind of ends the song. So any kind of time you do an arrangement, some fast piano stuff on guitar, it's difficult. So fair warning, I'm just going to let you know this is not an easy one. But we're pretty much going to do it note for note. So let's take a look here. We're going to start, going to do a lot of hybrid picking. With the 13th fret on the G string, hammer to the 14th fret, and then I did that with a pick, and then my middle finger will grab the top note on the high E string, which is the 14th fret. So we have this. And you end it just with that hammer on. Do that 2 frets lower. And then at the 6th fret. So we have. Alright, now we're just going to pick the 7 on the G and the high E together. Then 5. Then the 4th fret on the G, 3rd fret on the E. So we got. Alright, now kind of the same thing, a little bit ramped up. We're going to go. So that's hammering from 12, 13, 14. And then hit that 14 with got your little finger holding that, still with the middle finger. Do that 3 times. With this. Then at the 10th fret. And then the 5th fret. Alright, then you go. So those 2 7s again, hit twice, then 5s once, and then that 4 and the 3, 3 times. 4 times in all, actually. So we got that. So. All right, the next phrase. All right, so we're gonna kind of a big stretch here. We got the 7th fret on the D, and 9th fret on the G, 10th fret on the B. Pick those 2 strings together now with your middle and your ring finger. Then hammer on the 11th fret on the G. So we're going to move to this chord now. 10th fret on the A string. You got a bar at the 8th fret on the G and the B. You're going to hammer on the 9th fret. So, all right, next phrase. There's a lot of jumping around. So 10th fret here, I'm going to be doing a bar, and then kind of mute that low G a couple times here, the 10th fret on the A. You got your second finger there at the 11th fret on the B string. You're going to pick the top string and the B string together, and then hammer on to the 12th. Then jump up here. Get your 15th fret here on the high E string, 14th on the B, and you're going to hammer that onto that 15. Back to this G, and do that hammer on again. So we have this. Then 10, 12, 10. Hey, it needs something easy on the G string. All right, next phrase. All right, so that's hammering from 10 to 11 on the G string, over to the hybrid pick, that 10 on the high E. Then pick the 12th fret on the D string. Then pick the 11 and that 10 on the high E together. Then back down to that D. So we have. So you kind of have to separate those 2 notes you're finger picking, so it's a little bit more difficult. Then we're going to come back here to the 7th fret. It's pretty much the same style lick, just a little bit added. 7, 8, 9. I would pick this 8 on the high E string, then the 10th fret on the D, And then you're going to play this 9th on the G string along with that 8 on the high E, then back down to that 10 on the D. All together. All right, now we have a very difficult lick. It's going to start up here. That is all over the place. So this is a lot easier to play on piano, I'm sure. So we have the this B up here. This is at the 19th fret on the high E string, and then way back here at the 14th fret with your first finger. And when you pick those two notes together, just using your middle and your ring fingers, hammer on the 15th fret. Then jump back here where you get 15 with your little finger on the high E, 11 on the B string, and you can hammer on the 12. So we have, so make those nice and punchy. Then you gotta shift all the way back here. You're gonna grab, your little finger is gonna grab the 5th fret there on the D, and you're gonna have the high E string's 3rd fret and the 2nd fret on the B string. You're going to pick the D string first, then pick these two tie strings and slide that 2nd fret into the 3rd. Then pick this G again. You're going to pick that G, which is the 5th fret on the D string. Hammer on, you're going to bar the 3rd fret down on the G and the B strings, and hammer on the 4th fret on that G. That twice. So we'll add this. Then pick this note again on the D string, and then the 5th fret on the A. So we have all together. All right. And then we have this phrase. So this is just that hammering off from 12, 13, 14 here. And grab that 14 on the high. Then pick the two 14s together. Then drop back here to 11 on the G, 10 on the high E. Then pick that again. Come back 2 frets. Then grab 10 on both the G and the high E. Pick it, slide it up 1 fret, then another, and then resolve it down to this chord that we were down here, the 9th fret and the 8th fret. So we have this. All right, pretty much the same thing here, except we're going to kind of extend the part at the beginning. So we have this. Seen that lick? We're going to stop the 3rd time around there on that the D note, which is the 7th fret on the G there. And then you're going to shift down to the 4th fret on the G, 3rd fret on the high E. Then the 2 5s. It's kind of the same little maneuver we did earlier. And resolve it on that chord down there. So we have this. Then we go back to do exactly what we just did. Now on the actual piano, that part is up an octave, which we don't have on the guitar, so we're just going to do it the same spot again. All right, now we end it with a pretty difficult part because you got to hybrid pick the whole thing, and it's just all kind of intervals. It's not easy to get up to speed. So we have the 18th fret on the G and the high E, then up to 19. I'm just using my pick on the low string, my middle finger on the high string. So we have 18, 19, back to 18, then 17. So we have this. Now 16 on the G and 15 on the high E. And then we have just that same thing, 2 frets lower. So we have one more time. All right, now we're going to do 17 on the D and the B together. Move that down 2 frets. And now we have 14 on the D, 13 on the B. All together. And then we're going to come up here to the 17th fret on the A string, 16th on the G. Get that shape and just take it down 1 fret, 1 more fret, and then we're going to end it with the 14th fret on the A, 12th fret on the G. All together for the whole lick all the way down. Alright, so by this time everything's kind of faded out, the whole piano part. So it's a challenge to get this up to speed, but you know, just try to get the licks underneath your fingers first. Play it at half speed or whatever. You know, maybe you can find a way to slow it down a little bit, and then slowly work on each little phrase like we taught it, trying to get each one up to speed. Then start piecing them together, and that's the only way you really get this kind of stuff down, especially if you've not done a lot of hyper picking. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon for guitarlessons365.com. Bye-bye.